Tired of jumping through hoops to buy Bitcoin? Frustrated with endless paperwork and invasive identity checks? Introducing Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club's loan program. No KYC required. Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to freedom. Borrow up to $250,000 at as little as 7% interest. Join our community and take control of your financial future. Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, where privacy meets opportunity. Connect with like-minded individuals and grow together. Visit us today and unlock your $250,000 Bitcoin loan. Your journey to financial freedom starts here.
And we are sexy. Welcome, everybody. It's Bitcoin Ben, your favorite truck driver, ex-truck driver in the whole wide world, live from an undisclosed truck stop in the RV on my way to Massachusetts. Welcome, everyone. I am so excited with what we have going on in Washington, D.C. Now, you guys know me. I have had my criticisms of Brian Armstrong from Coinbase, as we all have. That's just how we roll. But what I want to do is, the more friends I actually talk to up in Washington, Brian Armstrong is kicking ass up in Washington, D.C. He's working with several of my other friends. Dennis Porter, shout out to you up there, kicking ass and taking names up in Washington, D.C. Here, let me play this clip real quick. Hang on 1 second so I can, there we go. I'm going to do it. Oh, wait, no, there we go. Hang on 1 second. Oh, there we go. All right, add the stage and watch it.
I'm here in Washington, D.C. again, fighting for your rights to try to get some market structure legislation passed for crypto. This would be foundational, just like we did for stablecoins a few months ago with the Genius Act. Market structure legislation protects all the other non-stablecoin crypto assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. The Senate is strongly supportive of getting this done. The members that I met with on both sides of the aisle are ready to get this legislation passed, and there's draft text now being exchanged back and forth and with the industry for comment, which is great. We saw a lot of alignment today. Now, of course, this hasn't stopped the big banks from trying to throw a wrench into things, and they're trying to ban rewards on stablecoins. The members of the Senate who I spoke to, they're not going to let that happen. That was already litigated and decided in the Genius Act for stablecoins. They're not going to bring it up again. But barring these little details here and there, I think this thing has a good chance of getting done. I've actually never been more bullish on market structure getting passed. It's a freight train leaving the station. So we're going to keep showing up and fighting for your rights. You can do a lot to help by going to standwithcrypto.org and contacting your representatives. Let them know that you want to see market structure legislation passed for crypto. Thanks.
That's exactly right, folks. Sorry about that. I was muted for a second. All right. This is exactly, everyone watching this, you should get a hold of your senator's office, your local House of Representatives office. If you want, if you're in it for the mission, if you're in, even if you're in it just for the dollar go up idea, you guys are advocates for this. We are changing the system, and we have a lot of friends. Like I told you, I hired a what do you call them? When they're up in Washington D.C., a advocate, oh, come on, chat, help me out here. What do you call it? I hired, a lobbyist. Thank you. I hired a quote unquote lobbyist up there and to help. It's just because they are helping us craft legislation for Florida, for Texas, for like, we are in this for the long run, guys. This is why there's so much. Everyone watching this should be so absolutely excited with where we're at right now. House of Representatives is good. They are all on board for this Structure Act. Now, guys, this Structure Act, this is the replacement legally of the old system for the new system, and the bankers know it. That's why Brian just said, oh, the bankers are fighting this. Of course they're fighting this, because now this actually takes away their monopoly of exchange of value. That's what's going on right now, all right? Because crypto is a peer-to-peer exchange of value. That's it. Why are the banks so upset? Because they are the middleman. They are the middleman who have set up their system where it's all about them. It's all, guys, I double dog dare you, go to your bank and ask and tell them, I want $25,000 in cash. Watch how they treat you. All of a sudden, oh, you're a criminal. You want your own money back? Oh, we need to investigate you. Yeah, guys, that system's gone. That system, this act and this legislation we're pushing through, that gets rid of all of that. Because with cryptos, you don't need a bank, at least not a bank structured like that. See, that's the old bank. That's why Private Key Capital, headquartered out of El Salvador, is the new type of bank. It is a decentralized bank. The wallet in the app, you hold the private keys. You have the private keys to your wallet in the bank app. That's what we're changing. We're changing everything, because everything's about freedom. Everything is about, it's your money. You choose what you want to do with it. Right? Because as in the old days, a bank was there just to hold your money so you didn't have to hold it under, under your friggin' mattress, and you'd earn interest on it. Good luck getting any interest right now at a bank. Anyone look at their what they're offering for a savings account right now? It's nothing. It's nothing. And no opportunity. All right? No opportunity at all. This is what's different. That's why I went ahead and I bought a bank in El Salvador, because El Salvador is working with us, and the bank is globally licensed. Globally. All over the world. This is the new structure, guys. This is local banks will exist, but they will exist in a different shape. That's why we're launching in West Palm Beach. It's why I actually got an old bank building. It literally was a bank. It has 3 drive-through tellers. That's why I got that location, because we are, and God, I smiled. We're not only destroying their system, we are taking over their buildings. This is the revolution, and we're leading it. Because, hey, this is how I view it. It's my job. It's my job to save America. Now, am I doing it alone? Absolutely not. There's thousands, millions of supermen and superwomen who are saving America. And there are millions and billions of people who are saving the world. And how do you save it? You bring back freedom. That's how you save it. Freedom. How do you get freedom? You decentralize. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. All right, J. Bose, Bank of America savings is at 0.02% interest rate. Yeah. All right. We, at our actual bank, we offer 4%, and that is actually paid in Bitcoin. That's the difference, folks. Hey, this is why I'm launching the mining company, right? And if you're interested in owning a chunk of the mining company, give us a call, all right? 941-391-3882. Now, we can actually help you get a loan to own shares of the mining company. And you ask, hey, Ben, why are you doing this? Why are you going through all of this? Because I want you guys to own the future. I don't want BlackRock coming in, owning all of the mining companies and freaking buying them all up, because mark my words, folks, that's what's going to happen. BlackRock, look at all of the companies BlackRock owns a majority in. It's all of our food, all of our pharmaceuticals, all of everything that basically poisons us. BlackRock owns a controlling share of it. I don't want BlackRock running our mining operations. I promise you now, I will never, ever, ever sell our mining operations. Ever. I don't care how much they offer me. It ain't about the money. It's about the principle of holding up the network. That's what I'm in it for. This is the resistance. This is how we fight back. How do we fight back? Number one, we own Bitcoin. Number two, we own the network that runs the Bitcoin. And we all get rich doing it. This is how you build the new world. You replace it with a completely decentralized system. That doesn't mean a group of wealthy people own a bunch of miners. No. It's us. We do. We own the miners. That's why I'm launching the mining company, and it will be named Private Key Mining. This is what we're moving into, guys. This is getting serious up in Washington. Guys, I have talked to my friends up in Washington. They have liberals, and I mean stone cold liberal senators and representatives who are all on board. You know why? Because friends and I have dedicated a certain amount of money to running against anyone, Republican or friggin' Democrat, running a pro-crypto candidate against them. Guys, we're in it to win it. Here's a little inside baseball. just for the midterms next year, all right? Just for the midterms next year, there's already $600 million allocated to running pro-crypto people. That's just for a midterm, folks. See, we finally have a leader, Trump, right? All right, I won't even call him a leader. He's an advocate. He's an advocate for the people. That's what he is. And what we're doing now is we're reaching a point, all right? We are reaching a point where the people will now run this bitch. That's kind of blunt. That's kind of in your face, but that's where we're at now, folks. Hey, I've seen such a flippening of legislators, senators, very wealthy individuals since Trump was elected. Because once Trump was elected, they started to go, something's changing. Yeah, something's changing, folks. The system. Right? Like I said on Simply Bitcoin the other day in the interview, the first country in Europe to officially announce a Bitcoin reserve, guess what it was? Ukraine. Ukraine. What? Yeah, Ukraine. Why? Why did all of a sudden Zelensky, after visiting the White House, announce they're going to launch a reserve? Yeah, because he is now aware that the old system's done. Everyone who has supported him in the past are going down. Look at Trump over in Great Britain. If you saw the ceremony, what happened with Trump over in the UK, that was not a normal ceremony. Number one was at Windsor Palace. Windsor Castle, I'm sorry. That's their home. That's what in the old days was actually called Bloodland, because it is owned by the bloodline. Yeah, Charles was not liking it either, exactly. But there's nothing they can do, guys. There's nothing they can do. Because we are replacing the monetary system. I've said this for years. How do they really control all of us? The money. Because it's the only thing, right? The only thing that we all interact with, that we all rely on, is the money. That's it, folks. Yeah, the UK or Ukraine slush money is stopped. Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Because they know They recognize, they see they're not getting no more money from us. They aren't. And Europe, if you look at the bond and Japanese yields on their treasury bonds, guys, Japan's treasury bond dropped 2% in like 3 hours. If you know anything about the bond market, a drop of 2% is unheard of. That is catastrophe. That is, oh, shit, we got to print some money. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're printing money. And guys and gals, remember, the Bitcoin is a global market. The Bitcoin don't give a flying crap if you're in Australia. All right? They don't. The Bitcoin doesn't give a crap if you're in America because it has no geographical reference. It doesn't give a crap if you live in El Salvador. You buy Bitcoin, it's not going to El Salvador, it's going to you on the blockchain. And guys, Trump said, listen closely, guys, listen closely. Trump said there's $7 trillion coming into America this year. $7 trillion of infrastructure and infrastructure programs. What are those infrastructure programs? A lot of it is the data centers, and that includes the Bitcoin mining. That's why I'm now in a position, relationship-wise and structurally, where launching a large mining company is feasible and absolutely appropriate. All right, let's put it this way. Over the last maybe 6 months-ish, maybe 8 months, we've launched $20 million. We've allocated $20 million to mining. $20 million. That's a lot of money. Right? I think that's right. We've helped millions of people. We've helped people actually get millions of dollars worth of loans to buy Bitcoin. Give me another company that's helping you get a loan, an unsecured loan, to buy Bitcoin. Tell me another company that will help you refinance your house to buy Bitcoin so that you capture that equity. Because equity is unrealized profit. Profit. Well, we help you actually capture that profit and put it in Bitcoin. That's what wealthy people do. That's what every wealthy person I know does. They leverage their assets to accumulate more assets because they are front running the inflation of the future. Because remember, guys, and I want you all to realize, this is where I've shifted. All right? Yes, get you some Bitcoin. But when you purchase the Bitcoin, you get a certain amount of the Bitcoin. 0.02 or whatever. Or 1 Bitcoin. Whatever. But no matter what you do, it will always remain that number. 1 Bitcoin. If you leave it at 1 Bitcoin, it will never grow more Bitcoin. But that's why I'm rolling into the private key capital and the banks along, because remember, guys, every club we own will have a branch of private key in it. This is the future. Because, all right, this is a network that we have built and that we are building. It is a network of early adopters, people who see the future clearly and are front running the future. Guys, everything that we see, look at Brian Armstrong. By the way, Brian, that's a beautiful shaved head. It's oddly like perfectly round, almost like a cone head. You remember that movie Conehead? His head looks suspiciously like that. I'm not saying he's a reptile, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was. Just saying. But let's look at what he's up there doing. Let's look at what I know what I'm doing. I hired a company to help us write legislation and roll out legislation in Florida. We'll be working in Texas. We'll be working in Missouri. We'll be working all over the country. Because, guys, this is the gold rush. This is the gold rush. And I don't just want to own the gold. I want to own the company that sells the shovels that digs for gold. Because we have to keep it decentralized. If you want to actually make America great, own some of it. Because if you don't own anything in America, if you rent your house, if you don't own pieces of a company, if you actually don't run your own company, you are the product of America. You're the consumer, not the owner. Let me ask you guys a question. Who wins every single Super Bowl? Who wins every single Super Bowl? The owners. That's who wins every single Super Bowl. Yep. The owners, they don't care which one of their group of employees win. Because remember, the NFL profit shares. That's what I'm talking about. How do you win every day? You invest in a company that mines the future currency every day. You mine the Bitcoin. And that's what we're setting up, guys. And mark my words, I'm going to work my ass off to make private key mining the biggest mining operation in at least America. I don't think I can compete with Dubai. They got a lot of shit and money over there. But here in America, riot, get ready. This is because, guys, every mining operation is its own Federal Reserve. They are the replacement for the Federal Reserve. Who's in charge of printing America's currency? Well, now it's going to be us. It's going to be decentralized. This is absolutely fundamental that you understand the moment we're at, guys. Because I'm telling you right now, January, from now till January, you're going to see a run-up. And I'm not just talking about Bitcoin, a run-up in hash rate. A run-up in hash rate like you ain't never seen before. And guys, if you've seen what happened with our lovely little friend gold lately, remember, gold is a papered market. They have no idea how much gold exists. Hell, America doesn't even know how much gold America has. Yeah, it's front-running time. Gerald, you're absolutely right. But what I want you to switch your mind to right now, all right, is I want you to think about, do you want to own a company that literally its job is to create the future money? I do. I definitely do. And now, because of Trump, see, I've actually been wanting to launch a mining company for years. Oh, why didn't you? Dude, we had Joe Biden. We had some serious aggression. I'll leave it at that. I'll let the miners who were there explain what was going on. Power outages, shutoffs, sabotage on their mining facilities. Guys, there's been a lot of shit in the background that doesn't hit the news. They have not only been at war with the SEC and all that, we've actually been at war with entities and groups attacking mining facilities. I bet you've never heard that. Yes. Because George Soros knows what's coming. And George, tick-tock, motherfucker, tick-tock. You better hope that 7th heart transplant went well. Because there's a group of people in Washington who are watching you, brother. I would watch where I travel. Guys, what's going on up in Washington, D.C.? That's why Brian actually put out the video I played earlier. It's shifted. It has absolutely shifted. we are now at the point where there are more legislators, representatives, senators in support of the Bitcoin. And I'll be honest, folks, some of them are with us because they're actually being blackmailed. Yep. Some of the people that are coming over to our side are coming over to our side because there's shit they don't want let out. This is war, folks. This is absolute war. This is war for the future. Well, I'm not going to say what they're blackmailed with because to tell you the truth, I don't know. I just heard there have been envelopes dropped off at certain offices and houses. What was in the envelope? I don't know. I have no idea. But, guys, we are taking the country back. We are taking the world back. Actually, we're not even taking it back. This is our first fucking time ever really having control of the world, or at a point where we are going to control the world in a decentralized manner. This is what I'm talking about, folks. This is what I'm talking about. Is we're moving into a whole new world. And I don't just mean with the money. Guys, technology. I listened to an interview of the CEO or CTO of Uber. They're not hiring any more drivers. Now, they're not letting drivers go, but they're not hiring new drivers. Because because if you don't know, Uber has partnered with Waymo, where Uber will actually partner, or you'll use Waymo through Uber and on Waymo's app. Guys, I have a friend, all right? I have a friend who owns a vehicle. He hasn't driven his car in 10 months. He's seriously considering selling his car because he's like, I don't do it. I don't use it. And now mind you, he still has a car payment. He still has insurance, title, taxes, all that bullshit. He literally has not drove his car in 10 months, he said. And this is a younger guy. I want to say 24, maybe 25. Dude, when I was 24, God, this makes me sound like a maniac. I had 4 cars and 1 motorcycle. This dude don't even drive 1 car. And I had 4 and a motorcycle. this younger generation's different, folks. All right? It's different. And what they're realizing is, have you seen the price of what it costs to actually take an unmanned vehicle and catch a ride in like Texas? What would usually cost you $13 now costs you $2 and some change. That's cheaper than public transportation. Let that sink in. Riding in an electric self-driving robo-taxi costs you less than it does for public transportation, and you ain't got to sit with a bunch of lunatics. My friend, who has not drove his car in 10 months, he gets in the car and he's working. His employer clocks him in the car. The car has Wi-Fi. It's like a rolling office. And I'm with Cliff High, all right? I want a flying RV. Don't get me wrong, I love my RV. But I want one that flies, damn it. Me and Cliff, we are going to go on a flying RV tour. This is, yeah, he has his own, guys, it don't even have a fucking steering wheel. And it has a desk. It has a phone charger. It has a place you can plug your laptop in. This is like a rolling office, which I guess is what the old limousines were. But you don't have a driver. Right? You don't have to have a driver trying to chat you up because he wants a better tip. You do not tip a driverless car. What, are you going to tip the fucking GPU? Here's a few sats, little GPU. Yeah, we're at a place, and guys, don't think I'm not gonna launch. Well, I won't even say anything about that yet. But there will be companies that own driverless cars that strictly run the driverless cars in these services. And guys, heads up, the price of energy is about to collapse. I know that sounds weird, but there are things going on globally. Energy is about to get super cheap. We just have to roll it out, folks. We just have to roll it out. That's why Jay announced, not only are we getting involved in mining, we're getting involved in energy production. Because if we're going to own the miners, why not own the energy source? Which I know sounds crazy. It's like, well, Ben, you're going to buy an electric company? No, I'm going to buy nuclear I think they're called Phase 4 nuclear reactors. I'm also going to buy generators for flare gas. In fact, my CEO next week not next week, I think in a few weeks, is going to Texas to meet with some gas people and some mining people. This, yes, exactly, Gerald. All right, not just AI agents, but robotics. As for Nano-Nuclear Energy Company, NNE, yeah, Nano-Nuclear Company, folks. Some of you heard me say it years ago. If you live the next 5 years, you'll live the next 100 years. They are rolling out, and this is not an exaggeration, they're rolling out peptides that make you age in reverse, so make you younger. This is not bullshit science. This is not CRISPR. This is reprogramming yourself to not age, and in fact, regenerate your cells at a tighter level. I'm telling you, folks, this is the land of opportunity. And we have the opportunity to own the companies. That's the key. Yes, you can own, shit on NASDAQ or something like that. But you want to own the company. Yeah, this is crazy, folks. Yeah, all right. Zigzag says, so you're saying that if we're 75 and make it to 80, then we could theoretically make it to 180 years old via peptides and other technologies. Yes, absolutely. Folks, just watch some of the hop on YouTube and just type in longevity news today. Yeah, do that and watch a few of the most recent news releases from longevity companies. It will blow your damn mind, folks. It will blow your mind. You'll actually be 80 years old and you'll look like you're 35. Because what it does is it resets, right? It revitalizes your cells, and what you do is you keep on taking the shot or the pill until you're at the age you want to be, and then you quit, and then you just re-age from that point. That's it. It's like what I actually did with the weight loss shot. Now I only use it once in a while, just whenever I'm like, the pants are getting a little tight. Then I'll actually go on the shots of like 4 or 6 weeks. Voila, I'm right back down. Hey, say what you will. Well, Ben, you should hit the gym. I live in an RV. What gym am I going to go to? Well, plus I wouldn't go to a gym. That's just my friend. I'm not a gym guy. I'm just not. But I sure am a one shot a week to lose fucking weight kind of guy. Right? And for those of you out there giving me shit, there's a reason I have a cell phone and I don't use smoke signals anymore. Advancement in technology. Yes, I wave at the gym as I drive by. In fact, I'm so serious about this, I only have one friend named Jim, and he lives in Texas. I avoid all gyms except that gym. That's how serious I am. No, let me wrap this up so I don't keep you guys all friggin' day, because you know me, I'll go on for hours. Is that shot like Ozempic? No. I actually, and there's a link under here. I actually use a shot from Wolverine, which is which uses natural peptides. Yeah, Ozempic. Nah. I have a friend who owns Wolverine, and he's who I actually go through. And I'm telling you guys, I promise you, I'm a living example. If you're interested in losing weight lazily, be proud of it. There's nothing wrong with losing weight using technology. At least not for me. I'm a busy guy. Now, for those of you listening right now, I have several calls this afternoon. One of them is the owner's call. Now, if you guys are interested in mining, or if you're interested in private key capital, if you're interested in our clubs, if you just want more information on what we are actually doing as an organization, to see if you're interested in joining our organization, give us a call, 941-391-3882, or send us a text, which is a lot easier, and we'll give you a call back. All right? There we go. Because then you call that number, 941-391-3882, and we'll get you on the owner's call, the weekly owner's call. And that's how you figure out what we're doing, what's going on, what's up with the mining, what's up at the bank, what's up with this, because we are creating the new system. And if you're interested in owning a piece of the new system, give us a call. Or if you just want information on what we're doing, give us a call here and we will put you on the owner's call. All right? Everyone, have a tremendously awesome fucking day. It's Friday, which you know what that means. According to the Bible, this is not my words, this is written in red. Friday is for margaritas. Okay, maybe Jesus didn't say that, but I bet if he had margaritas, we would not be talking about water to wine. We would be talking water to margaritas. I believe that. Okay, everyone, have a great day. I love you guys, and I will see you on Monday. Remember, guys, it isn't how really good looking you are, it's how good looking you think you are. And you, my friends, all of you, are sexy mother pluckers. Give us a call, 941-391-3882. Love you guys. See you Monday. Bye-bye.
Tired of jumping through hoops to buy Bitcoin? Frustrated with endless paperwork and invasive identity checks? Introducing Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club's loan program. No KYC required. Say goodbye to the hassle and hello to freedom. Borrow up to $250,000 at as little as 7% interest. Join our community and take control of your financial future. Bitcoin Ben Crypto Club, where privacy meets opportunity. Connect with like-minded individuals and grow together. Visit us today and unlock your $250,000 Bitcoin loan. Your journey to financial freedom starts here.